Hello there, grandchildren. Welcome back to another episode of Granny Goatee's food review show, where Granny Goatee reviews your favorite foods. I'm so excited about today's episode, grandchildren, because I have 3 new exciting items from Yoshinoya, and Granny has never reviewed Yoshinoya before. So I came by and I got these 3 new items, and I think that they are so exciting. It's a new beef bowl, it's a fried chicken, a Japanese fried chicken, and the third item is a boba dragon fruit drink. So let's get into it. But before we do that, I want to just say, if you're here for the first time, Granny Goatee and her family's goal, all of my grandchildren out there, we are trying to get to 500 subscribers. So if you find this content entertaining and informative, please, why don't you give me a subscribe? It's a crazy world out there. So why don't you join Granny Goatee on this roller coaster ride and see where we could take it. And if you enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up to aid in getting the video out in the algorithm so that more people can find out about Granny Goatee and more people can subscribe and be her grandchild, okay? There's only positives from being a grandchild of Granny Goatee and absolutely no negatives, okay, grandchildren? So, before we get into this, as everybody knows, I love to give a history of some of these companies when I do these videos. So we have never done a Yoshinoya video before. So let's go ahead and get into the history of this company, grandchildren. Now, this company is originally a Japanese company, okay? And I will put a link on the bottom if you want to access the website to see where I get this information from. But I'm going to read it for you now, okay? From our humble beginnings more than 100 years ago, we've been committed to making our day more delicious in every way we can. The story of Yoshinoya begins in the bustling Nihonbashi fish market of Chuoku, Tokyo in 1899. Wow, that's incredible, grandchildren. I had no idea that Yoshinoya is such an old company with such a historic background. When I did my research for this, I was kind of blown away. I actually thought that Yoshinoya was a fairly new company, although I did know it was a Japanese company because they do have Yoshinoyas in Japan. And when Granny Goatee was in Japan, she did go to Yoshinoya there. And surprisingly, of course, Yoshinoya in Japan is like 1,000 times better than the Yoshinoya in America. But I don't find that very surprising at all. So here, hardworking fishermen in Chuoku, Tokyo, were often hungry, too busy to stop for a hot meal. Our founder, Eikichi Matsuda, saw this need and knew he could help. So he opened a whole new type of restaurant, one serving hot, tasty rice bowls that were fast and affordable. He named it Yoshinoya, and it became a place fishermen and locals were instantly hooked on the mouth-watering Gyūdon beef bowls. Word traveled quickly, and Yoshinoya developed a loyal following. When the great Kanto earthquake of 1923 destroyed their first restaurant, they opened a new one in Tsukiji to keep fans happy. Today, they have more than 2,000 locations worldwide. Some of the countries, in fact, I'll tell you all of them. It's Japan, in the city of Hong Kong, China, Malaysia, Singapore, the Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, and I didn't know that because I didn't see any Yoshinoyas on Thailand. Maybe next time I go to Thailand, I'll look for one. Cambodia, and here in the United States. A lot has changed, but some things have stayed the same, and they're still cooking irresistible Japanese rice bowls and serving them fast and at an affordable price. Well, I would say it's still quite affordable. And we're still the best place to go to when you need a tasty break from a busy day. Okay, so in 1899, the first Yoshinoya opened. We mentioned that already. The number of restaurants in Japan reaches 100 in 1977. In 1979, the first Yoshinoya restaurant was opened in Los Angeles in the United States. And then in 1983, Yoshinoya introduced their signature teriyaki chicken bowl, which is still available today. I was actually going to get that, but I saw this new bowl and this new item. I came for the new chicken and the new dragon fruit boba drink, but they also had this oh, you know what? I gotta close my windows because I got the AC on. But they also had this new Japanese Yuzu bowl, so I decided to get that instead. The number of Yoshinoya restaurants in Japan in 1996 reached 500, and the total number of Yoshinoya locations worldwide reached 1,000 in 2001. Now, the company was struggling, and I do remember several years ago, the company was struggling a lot, grandchildren, and it was not very tasty, and it was kind of on a downward trend, but they revamped. And in 2013, Yoshinoya America reverses 5 years of sales declines and begins the process of upgrading all store systems. Since then, the company has enjoyed positive comp store sales that have outpaced the industry by a wide margin. In 2014, Yoshinoya America introduces its first new entrees in more than 20 years, including a bowl with grilled tilapia. And then in 2016, Yoshinoya Group hits 2,000 stores worldwide. So they took the company, which was on a downward track. Maybe they got a new CEO, maybe they got new management, but they reversed that trend. And I haven't had Yoshinoya for quite a long time. So as I try this, I will tell you if comparing it, if it's comparable to the meal that I had when they were on that downward trend, or if it's improved in all actuality, okay? They rebranded their logo, the Yoshinoya Bowl logo, in 2016, and comp store sales improved 22% from 2012 levels. And in 2017, Yoshinoya America opens its first company store in 4 years, beginning a new era of growth. So this is a tremendous reversal, a story of a turnaround, and I think that that's quite impressive. So for a turnaround to happen, your product has to be significantly better. So this is probably what has been going on with Yoshinoya. So let's go ahead and get into this, grandchildren. This meal actually cost a total of $16.96, but I got a drink. I got a 3-piece fried chicken with hanabi mayo, and I got the Yuzu Jalapeño Gyūdon beef bowl. And here's the receipt for that, grandchildren. So the total came out to $16.96, so just under $17. But the bowl on its own is $8.89 plus tax. And I think that's a great deal for a bowl. $8.89, really. So the prices are relatively affordable. And actually the ladies here, they showed Granny Goatee some love, because I just ordered a regular beef bowl, which is just that bowl with it on top. And she actually said, do you want vegetables? And because it comes with vegetables as well. And I said, no, of course, because why? And then I asked her, will you put more beef on it? She said yes. And I was like, let's do it. I mean, it's a no-brainer. And then the lady in the back, she made me a combo bowl. And I can't complain about that. But I think it's probably because Granny Goatee is such a good-looking granny that they hooked me up. But take a look. Oh my gosh. Oh, they messed up the order. They did not give me the Yuzu bowl. They gave me just the regular Gyūdon bowl. That is so disappointing. That is so disappointing. It's okay, grandchildren. They gave me the regular beef Gyūdon bowl, but at least I got the other new items. Oh my gosh, I almost feel like going back in there and switching it out. But maybe we'll just do that. If this video does well, please give me a like. We'll try to get this video to 20 likes. If we can get this video to do well, maybe I will come back and get that bowl separately and do another video for you, grandchildren. All right, let's see. They even give me silverware. Oh no, they did not give me silverware, but of course, Granny Goatee is always prepared for a situation like this. Always be prepared, grandchildren. You always have to be prepared. You can ask Grandpa Goatee. Granny Goatee is always prepared for every situation. I remember I went to Joshua Tree for the first time, not with Grandpa Goatee, but with my boyfriend at that time. And I had to make sure, because I hadn't been to Joshua Tree to camp before, that everything was on point. I even took a 5-gallon jug of fresh water because I did not want my boyfriend at the time to be stranded in the middle of the desert and not be prepared just in case something happened. You never know, right, grandchildren? And just the way that I brought that 5-gallon water into Joshua Tree, in the same way I took it out, but at least at least I was prepared for a bad time scenario. And Granny Goatee is always prepared for every scenario, every single time, because I'm actually a really deep thinker. No matter what I do, I really try to get that get everything ready for any type of scenario. Now, we got sauces here. They did not give me any soy sauce, and I am thinking that this is that Hanabi mayo for the chicken. So we're gonna go in and just eat this on its own. Let's go ahead and dig in, grandchildren. Gosh, I am so disappointed, but it is what it is. Look at that Gyūdon beef. Wow, that looks great. Here we go. That is very interesting flavor, grandchildren. This beef tastes nothing like the beef that Granny Goatee had from Yoshinoya many years ago when they were on that downward decline. This beef is so tasty. First of all, the quality of the beef is better. It's not chewy. It falls apart a little bit. It has a little bit of a bite. It's not like it's ribeye or something, but I can tell that there are no like there's no grizzle. No, there's no chewy bits. Just nice beef. Also, the flavor of the beef, it's a little bit spicy. I did not put anything on here. No soy sauce, no hot sauce, nothing. And it has a nice little citrus flavor too. Maybe some lemon juice or some lime juice they've incorporated, which is not very Japanese at all. Maybe this is more for an American palate that they're doing this. But I like it. I like that spiciness. I like that little bit of zest, little bit of citrus. It is rather good. Much better than what I remember it being many years ago. The onions are nice and caramelized. Oh, let's get some onions on in this bite. The onions are nice and caramelized. I really like that. They're not crunchy. They're soft and moist. Really complement the beef. Oh my gosh, look, they are so caramelized that I cannot even get them on the fork. But they really complement the beef nicely. Look at those onions. I love onions. Onions provide so much flavor to everything that you're eating. Now, I have some friends that may disagree with that because they hate onions, but really they're just missing out on life. You know who I'm talking to. All right, here we go. Wow. I am tasting no soy sauce in here. I am really pleasantly surprised, and rather am glad that they messed up that bowl, because not only does that give me an opportunity to make another video for you grandchildren, but this beef bowl is really good. Really good. Now this bigger one is not $8.89, but you still will get a substantial amount of beef in that bowl. And I really can't get over that citrus flavor, because you would never think that Yoshinoya would add anything sour like lemon juice to their beef, and that flavor is in this beef, but they have It's subtle, but it's there, and it's delicious. All right, we're gonna review this at the end of the video. Let's check out that, what is it called? How do they say it? The Hanabi mayo with these Japanese fried chicken bits. Oh, that does not look good. It smells good. It smells a little bit over fried. Take a look at that, grandchildren. That does not look good. So $1 a pop. When you do get a bowl, they give you each chicken with for $1. So there's $3 to add it on. Here is that Hanabi mayo. Let's get a lick. I don't know if I like that or not. It's Japanese mayo with a lot of spices in there. But I don't know if I like that or not. Maybe the chicken will... Well, first let's try the chicken on its own. Here is the chicken. This is what it looks like. They look like pieces of chicken, real chicken, probably chicken tenders cut into multiple pieces, maybe chicken breast. Let's try it on its own first. No, no, no. That is chicken thighs, and it is tough and not good. Straight into the trash. So, I'm disappointed with that one. That was awful. You could barely bite into it. If I can barely bite into something, I'm not going to eat it, especially if it's fried and not tasty. Now, the last item, grandchildren. By the way, at the end of this video, I'm going to put some more... I went to the LA car show, and I have some more videos that I want to share with you that I thought were really cool, of some really awesome cars, some lowriders and different kinds of vehicles that were there, customized vehicles. Maybe I will include that at the end of this video. So if that's something that you like, just wait till the end, and I'll try to throw those in there, okay, grandchildren? Here is that drink, okay, the dragon fruit drink. Has the boba on the bottom. Let's do a little shaky. Okay. Now it's sufficiently cold all the way through. Now this looks like it's quite watered down, but the ice has been melting. So let's go ahead and take a taste. I am not the biggest fan of boba. Not really. When I'm in Asia, I will get all of the drinks that come with boba, without boba. Before this review, I wanted to do it with the way it comes. Okay, grandchildren. So let's go. First of all, excuse me, grandchildren, that was quite inappropriate, but I couldn't eat the boba. The boba is slightly overcooked. It's so overcooked that the center of it is too hard, too chewy. It doesn't collapse like normal boba does, where you get that fun experience. It actually, once you chew the bobas, the multiple bobas that you've taken into your mouth, 4 or 5 or whatever, the outer layer is a little bit soft. But once you get that to that inner layer, what happens is all of the individual bobas in your mouth, when that outer layer dissolves, the harder part all comes together like a hard piece of gum. That's why I spit it out. The boba is not good. Now, the dragon fruit drink, the liquid itself, gosh, I regret waiting for the boba. I waited an extra 10 minutes for them to make it. I could have just gotten the drink without it, but the drink itself is actually good. It's very refreshing. It's slightly sweet. Medium sweet. It's not an overpowering sweetness. Dragon fruit itself, if you ever had it, it is not an overwhelmingly sweet flavor. So I like that Yoshinoya kept with that just medium level of sweetness, because that's the level of sweetness you get when you do eat a dragon fruit. My favorite dragon fruit is the red dragon fruit. not the white dragon fruit, and the red tends to be a little bit sweeter than the white one, and this tastes quite like that. Now, does it taste exactly like dragon fruit? No, it tastes like dragon fruit and maybe subtle flavors of different fruits to make it more palatable and appetizing. But the fact that it's not too sweet and it's cold and nice and refreshing, I'd rather like it. Maybe I will get this again, a larger one, just without the boba. Okay, grandchildren? All right, so let's go ahead and review this stuff. What do I think about this beef bowl? I am going to give this, hold on, let me take one more bite, because I'm still hungry, obviously. I didn't eat any of that chicken. What a waste. A waste of $3. Well, at least Granny Goatee is wasting the $3, so you don't have to waste your $3, okay, grandchildren? This is one of the reasons why I wanted to start this show, is because I want to help people in any way that I can. And it's helpful to be able to save some money. If you have an idea of that, or if you see an advertisement and you want to go to a restaurant and eat something, and then you go and you pay for it, you pay all this money, and it ends up being crap. It's really disappointing. At least it's disappointing for me. So that's why it's good for you to watch Granny Goatee's reviews, and then make a decision based on what I'm saying, because all of my reviews are honest. If these things taste like garbage, or as the French like to say, garbage, right, grandchildren? I'm gonna let you know, all right? This does not taste like garbage. This tastes like a 7.9. The rice is not that great. 7.8. But overall, for like a fast food item from Yoshinoya, because when I think Yoshinoya, grandchildren, I only think of bad experiences. I've never really eaten there where it was yummy. Outside, I mean, in the United States, you know, outside of Japan, like, what I mean, that's the wrong word to use, I guess. In Japan, Yoshinoya was good, but all of my experiences in the United States, except for this one, have been bad. Actually, they've been exactly like what it was like to try those chicken pieces. It's always, it's never good. It's never good. But this is. So 7.8 for that Gyūdon beef bowl. The chicken gets a 0 out of 10. I don't recommend it. This, it's a 7.2 out of 10. Oh, I don't want that boba. Only because woo, I swallowed that boba without chewing it. It went straight down my throat. That's what he said. All right, we'll just eat that one. All right. Enjoy the B-roll, grandchildren. I hope all of you have a wonderful new year. We're leaving 2024 behind us. I don't know if it's been great for you, but it hasn't been that great for Granny Goatee. Let's hope that 2025 will be infinitely better than 2024. I wish you, your family, your friends, everybody in your life, a wonderful new year, okay? Please celebrate responsibly. Be careful out there. People get wild and crazy during these types of holidays. Just drive safely, you know, be safe so that you can celebrate responsibly and have another year on this planet, okay, grandchildren? And then we'll celebrate again for 2026. I will see you in the new year. Enjoy the last video for 2024, and thank you, all of you, man. I just thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting Granny Goatee, for riding with me through this, and for your comments, for the banter. It's been so much fun, and I look forward to many more years, if we can take it, if we can do it. But if we can do it, we'll do it together. All right? So bye-bye 2024. Hello 2025. And I will see you on the next year, grandchildren. Enjoy the B-roll. Bye-bye.
I went to Universal recently. Right? I showed you guys pictures. Yeah. This is what it looks like. Universal, like the tram ride and shit. Like this, you go into a room and it's just screens.